God is the love in which I forgive. It's lesson 46 from the Course in Miracles workbook, and we're going to look at forgiveness. So, there is nothing wrong, there is nothing bad, and the ego loves to paint illusions of wrongness and badness and all of this insanity. When we and So there's, if you're watching this, you probably are a fan of forgiveness, or at least have been told, it's been suggested to you before, or you've even practiced it, how forgiveness can set you free, how it's a really good idea to forgive people. And what I witness happen with this idea of forgiveness is, and this is kind of what the Course is working to expand us out of, this limitation of this idea that there's something to forgive. As long as I think there's something to forgive, I'm still not forgiving. Forgiveness is either complete and total, it's gone, I'm never thinking of it again, it's completely out of my field, it doesn't exist, or it's there. And there's still I'm still choosing some negative vibration instead of love or acceptance, instead of peace or bliss, instead of holiness. I'm still believing in this illusion, this ego illusion, and choosing to observe that instead of what's actually there. And boy, is it convincing. So there'll even be temptation to guilt oneself about choosing to engage with the illusion. We're all doing it. It's okay. We're all caught up in this until we're not. And to allow ourselves to just notice, whoa, okay, it really seems like this person did something terrible. And to just notice the feelings around that and start to let it go. But how? How can I let it go? Well, it's not me. I'm choosing God. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing that attractor pattern. And in that attractor pattern, in that energy of divine grace, of divine love, of holiness, of infinite power, that energy that I've been choosing just kind of begins to dissolve. So, wow, I'm feeling so angry. Conscious mind says, intellect says, well, they haven't actually done anything to me. It's just an illusion. But the feeling is still there. And as long as the feeling is still there, these thoughts on that frequency that are saying the illusion's real, the illusion's real, the illusion's real, are going to keep popping up. So to keep on in the context of the divine love, in the context of God, God is the love in which I forgive. I allow myself to look at this and I forgive it. I let it go. I let go of believing that this illusion is a reason to cast my brother into hell, to claim that sin is real. In the context of God, in the context of divine love, I allow myself to begin to forgive myself from believing that this illusion is real. I continually turn it over. I let go of insisting that sin is what I choose, that guilt is more important than love, that anger will bring me happiness. I let go. And I allow this energy to continue to dissolve and dissipate. This context of infinite divine love, of God is the love in which I forgive, is so patient, is so compassionate. And when we're relinquishing the ego, it might seem like it's taking a long time. Don't underestimate one attempt at this. One time choosing to sit in God, in the love, and choosing to forgive, choosing to let go of this negativity and attempting to cast ourselves and our brothers into hell by claiming that sin is real and that the illusion is real. Most people aren't doing this. That doesn't, just because something's popular, claiming sin is real, claiming the illusion is real, doesn't make it true. You're ready. That's why you're here, to start to let go, to start to really forgive, to start to really release and let go of these negative emotions and attractor patterns that would insist hell is the place for you or your brother, and to choose to be in God, in love, in the great context in which forgiveness is possible, because we're letting go of what is not to see what it actually is. So let's begin. And if you could just allow yourself to be in the context of God is the love in which I forgive. To be in the context of God is the love in which I let go. To be in the context of God is the love in which I release. To be in the context of God is the love in which I surrender. God is the love in which I forgive. And to just bring yourself into that vibration, choosing that vibration. God is the love in which I let go. God is the love in which I release. Just choosing that vibration, choosing that level. God is the love in which I surrender. God is the love in which I forgive. And there is nothing God would condemn. In this world of illusion, I have chosen to condemn. I'm ready to let go of illusion. Are you ready to let go of illusion? It's just a choice. Remember the context. You don't have to do it alone. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I let go. God is the infinite mercy in which I release. God is the limitless compassion in which I surrender. God is the infinite patience in which I forgive. God is the power in which I let go. And to just choose to be on that attractor pattern in that context as you allow yourself to witness those who you claim have wronged you, who you claim have done wrong, who you claim have sinned, who you would cast into hell and burn for eternity. Who? Who are the wrongdoers? Who are the evil ones? Who are the sinners who have crossed you, defied you, done something to you or yours, whom you have not forgiven? And they're coming across your mind because you have not forgiven them. And that's okay. Of course you haven't forgiven them. It seems like the illusion's real. It seems like there's really something not to forgive, not to let go of. And this is why we need a greater context in which to finally see. God is the light in which I see that this is not something I'm choosing anymore. I'm no longer choosing this illusion. And could you allow yourself, God is the light in which I see you truly, and name that person. God is the strength in which I have vision to see you. Name them. God is the love in which I forgive you. Name them. God is the mercy in which I release you. Name them. God is the compassion in which I finally see you truly. Name them. God is the patience in which I surrender fighting you. Name them. God is the love in which I forgive you. Name them. And watch what happens as you just allow this great context to envelop all this unforgiveness, all this illusion, and just dissolve it. To just let all of this be in the context of the strength of God, the light of God, the mercy of God, the compassion of God, the love of God, the patience of God, in which we forgive, we let go of the illusion. In which we surrender the job of being that which sends people to hell and choose to be that which envelops and invites people to heaven. And to just allow this energy of God's love, of divine light to shine upon all those which it seemed like a good idea before to claim were sinful and deserving of burning in hell. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I guess I could let that go. I guess I'm done with that illusion. I guess I could see this in the light of God. I guess I could be with this in the infinite mercy of divine love. Whew, I guess. And to just let go of clinging to this illusion that sin is real and that that's what I want to see. Could you let go of wanting to see sin and forgive the illusion? Let it go. We only see what we want to see, what we choose to see. Could God be the love in which, could God be the light in which, could God be the strength in which you let go of wanting to see evil and sin and free your brothers and fulfill your function in the world? Now let's take a look at ourselves, what we've believed to be ourselves, this body and what it does and what it's doing. Now, some of you are probably real spiritual people who don't even feel comfortable at all projecting negativity onto others, and you kind of store it up for yourself. Ooh, I'm so bad, I'm so guilty, I'm so wrong. And some of the nicest, sweetest, most loving people are so full of guilt. And could you allow yourself to just tune into this attractor pattern, tune into this infinite field of infinite power? God is the love in which I forgive myself. God is the love in which I forgive myself. God is the mercy in which I let go of condemning myself to hell. God is the compassion in which I allow myself to grow and make mistakes and choose differently. God is the patience in which I am nice to myself. God is the love in which I forgive myself. And you can just notice any of those things that it seemed like was you in an illusion that you have not yet relinquished, you have not yet forgiven in yourself. It serves heaven not for you to continue to insist on punishing yourself, my son. Could you allow God to be the context in which you forgive yourself, you release the past that is no longer here? Could you allow God to be the strength in which you choose to be kind to yourself? Could you allow God to be the light in which you drop the weight of imagining you have sinned? God is the love in which you forgive yourself. And just allowing any more of that resistance to God's love for you, your divine inheritance, to just come up in the context of the light of God, the strength of God, the power of God, the love of God, and just letting that envelop and dissolve any of your belief in sin or unforgivability or undeservingness, and just allowing all of that to go as best you can. In the love of God, you have already been forgiven, for God condemns not. Egos condemn, God loves. It's important to know the difference, that you remember the great context that you choose today instead of the limitations of a belief in illusion. God is the love in which it is completely safe to surrender the illusion and give it up. Well done releasing. Thank you so much for joining us, and have the best day you can.